Hello all, your dear friend Tribal Kai here. I'm away this week on holiday and remembered that there was something that I wanted to tell you all in reference to something. I've just lit a fire here, nice little open fire in this rented accommodation that we've got. Nice little place by the sea, you know, for the week. Anyway, the thing that I wanted to bring up to you all is, as I've already mentioned on a gameplay video, I think, I've been accepted into the Daybreak Games Content Creators Program, which basically gives me unlimited access to the Magic Online card pool. So I can make any decks that I want. I could venture into other formats, which I might do as well while I've got access to that. But it also gives me a direct link through Discord to some of the people that work at Daybreak Games. And the reason I bring that up is because, as we all know, the client itself isn't very good on Magic Online, which I don't expect we can really do much about ourselves. But what we can do is give them feedback to all the early scoops that are constantly happening on Magic Online, and in specific terms on Commander. I imagine it's a Commander problem. The 60 card formats, people scooping early, people will take that as a victory because the games only last 5 or 10 minutes anyway most of the time. But in Commander it's a bit more of a serious problem, and it's become a bit of a meme on the channel. You've seen gameplay videos over the past few weeks alone where I've been trying to rush to get content out, where you'll get a lot of early scoops, and we all know it. People who've watched the channel for any length of time know what an issue it is. Anyway, I made the heinous mistake of bringing this up to Daybreak Games on the private Discord. None of you will be able to see it unless you're on the content program as well, because it's a private thing, but there's a little feedback room. And like I said, I made the heinous mistake of actually bothering to give some feedback on this. So I've got some bits written down here that I don't want to show you any screenshots or anything, because I don't know if it's necessarily private or if I'm breaking some kind of terms and conditions, blah, blah, blah. But just out of respect for people's privacy, I won't name names or quote anyone directly here. But what I wrote was, I've been struggling for years to get full games of Commander on Magic Online without any players scooping early, to the point where it's become a bit of a meme on the channel. It would be great if there could be something done about this, or something done to alleviate this, I say. Some kind of 5-minute cooldown for scooping early or something. Haven't really come up with an actual solution to the problem. I mean, that's their job, isn't it, really? It's not my job. But just spitballing ideas there. There's a bit of a back and forth between some of the other content creators. I don't think any of them were actually other Commander content creators, but just a bit of a back and forth between some's inconsequential, really. The thing that bugged me was the individual who commented back, who actually works at Daybreak Games, and I think he's quite high up as well with regards to, well, I won't even say what position, but I thought this was very dismissive, this response. So, quote, "I think dual command solves some of that problems, and it's not as big of a problem as you are saying, or more people would be talking about it," end quote. To which I responded, okay, well, I'll just give up there then. That, like I said, is incredibly dismissive. You've got a conduit here. I can talk to you on behalf of the people who are watching content and who are playing on Commander on Magic Online. I can voice all their opinions to you. So, in my opinion, not to make myself sound bigger than I am or anything, but you should be taking advantage of that. And if people have issues with Magic Online and playing Commander specifically, then you should take that seriously. It's not just me coming along and making things up and trying to sound like a big shot. So to say that it's not as big a problem as you're talking about, because if it was, more people would be talking about it, that's not quite true, is it? Like, if you go to a restaurant and you don't like the food, the vast majority of people aren't going to march over to the chef and say they didn't like the food. They're going to walk out, they're going to pay, they're going to walk out, and they're never going to go there again. And they're going to tell all their friends and all their family in private, maybe even on social media, and you will slowly, your business will slowly deteriorate in that realm, right? Now, like I said, it might not be that big of a deal for Magic Online. This guy would know more than me, because Commander might be a really niche format on the client, but still, I think that you should at least try to pretend that you care. And it's not as if I've just walked up to you in the street with this. This is in the feedback section of the Discord. Do you want feedback? Because that's what I've just given you, and you've just totally cast me to one side. So yeah, it's not that big of a problem. If it was, more people would be worried about it, is the response from Daybreak Games directly. So I tried, but we're just going to have to keep putting up with it according to them.